Hello everybody, Nathan here, back with another video after a while. This video is coming out a little later than I'd expect. However, the Talyllyn Railway in Wales held their Audrey Extravaganza 4 last month, and for it they had a diorama challenge. And this year, I decided to participate and recreate this illustration from the Railway series book number 10, 4 Little Engines. So I wanted to show you my build process for the diorama. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first step was choosing the illustration. I decided to go with this one from Old Faithful from 4 Little Engines, the 10th book in the Railway series. Now, what was my reasoning behind this? Well, here's a little story. I've shown my merchandise collection a few times on my channel. For example, my Trackmaster collection here, and even my Minis collection. And if you're really observant, you can even see some wooden railway engines. However, one merchandise line that I've never shown is the Taken Long range. Unfortunately, my poor little Scarloey broke around 2020, and it came off his chassis. For years he's been stuck in a little bin. But now I've decided to finally use him for once, and give him the chance he deserves. And I thought this illustration was perfect for him. So, I just got straight to creating it. The first thing I decided to do was to start with Scarloey's face. I decided to make it out of paper, and I started with the bottom half. I thought it looked good, so I completed the top half. Next up were the coaches. For the coaches, I decided to use my Take and Play Annie and Clarabelle, and for the brake, I used Spencer's Tender. I made their livery with paper, and I thought it looked pretty good, so I decided to add the windows on it. Then I added the front side for it, because I also made one for Spencer's Tender. All I had to do now was just assemble everything together. Now I have a nice consist. I decided to tackle the background. I made a base for the diorama with a little piece of cardboard, coloring it green to make some grass, and I decided to recreate the backdrop as best as I could. Overall, I thought it looked pretty nice. Next up was the station. This was a little harder than the previous steps because I had to assemble the station completely on my own. I started with the platform. For the station itself, I couldn't really find too much that fit. The only thing that I could find though was this little building from this All Engines Go set. So I put it into place, and then I added some more detail with paper. Overall, I think it looks pretty nice. Next problem was the humans. Now, I thought Lego figures might work, but I just figured out that they were too big. So what did I decide to go with? He was perfect. He was perfectly in scale, I can put stuff on him easily, and I had plenty of them. So I designed some stuff for him. All that was left was putting it together. And there it is. Unfortunately, I did have to sacrifice one of the coaches as it didn't fit, and the backdrop couldn't stand up on its own. But I did get to use this little set I got a while ago. In fact, I think it's the only set I still have. Overall, I think this project turned out pretty good for my first diorama ever for Thomas. After completing it, I sent it into the Talyllyn Railway. And what do you know, I got accepted. All I had to do was just wait for the live stream to come around and finally see it for myself.